Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm George Grace Jr. Welcome to Wednesday evening with the Peoria Municipal Band. Kind of a warm evening, but that's okay. We're glad you're here, and we're glad to be here. The Dog Days of Summer, that's our theme for this evening. We have Miss Kristen Lelm is our vocalist, and we also have a trombone trio who will be performing for you this evening. I'll let Dr. David Vroman give them a formal introduction. So please, at this time, welcome Kristen Lelm and Dr. David Vroman.
Thank you. If you would please stand if you are able and join me in the singing of the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, good evening. I was hoping it would be a little bit warmer, but we'll just deal with this tonight. Here's our public service announcement. You guys know it out there by the tracks, but we repeat it every time for safety's sake. If you hear this sound, then all you have to do is get up out of your chair and back up there by the cars, okay? You can leave your chair right where it is. It's fine. We just don't want to hear that continue on and on. And that also was how the trombones auditioned for their trio tonight. Okay, that's why we picked them to play later in the program. We're going to start with a piece that is entitled Joy Revisited, and it was done by a gentleman named Frank Ticheli. And Frank Ticheli is an American composer and conductor born down in Monroe, Louisiana. And here's what people say about his music. The Los Angeles Times said it's optimistic and thoughtful. And the New York Times said, but it's lean and muscular. And Miami Herald said it's brilliantly effective. And the South Florida Sun Sentinel said it's powerful, deeply felt, crafted with impressive flair and an ear for striking instrumental colors. For a long time, he's been a composition teacher on the faculty at the University of Southern California's Thornton School of Music, started way back in 1991 with them. And the piece Joy Revisited, he did another piece called Joy right after his first child was born, and he was just trying to capture some of those emotions that went with that. Joy was kind of written for middle school band. Joy Revisited was a little harder, and he thought, I'm going to use the same kind of music for both these pieces, so they are non-identical twins. That's how he put that. This is Frank Ticheli's Joy Revisited. The next work that we have for you this evening is entitled Salvation. And there is a chorale that many bands play that is entitled Salvation is Created, which comes directly from a choral piece that was written by Chesnikov way back in the early 1900s in Russia. The thing you have to remember about the early 1900s in Russia is that the government told you what you should write back then. And if you decided you wanted to write a hymn tune, which is something that he did, and this is the last hymn tune that he ever wrote because he never gave it to anybody and they never performed it. And during his entire lifetime, it was never heard. He just wrote it and put it away because of the fear that was a part of that time. It was a very tumultuous, you might say. And the Russian Orthodox Church was not able to just do whatever they wanted. So he wrote this beautiful hymn that he never got to hear. Well, it's become kind of the anthem for the church over in Russia, even up and through today. And so it's performed many times, and there's a wonderful band arrangement of it that many bands play. Well, Robert W. Smith, who is an American composer-arranger, decided that he would do his take on this particular hymn tune because he liked the story that went with the hymn, Salvation is Created. And so you have a regular opening statement. He quotes the hymn many times, but then he adds his own energy and ideas around that. So this is Robert W. Smith's Salvation. briefly met our vocal soloist, and every week we feature a vocal soloist, and it's always special when somebody returns home. She's a Peoria native, a graduate of both Bradley University and also DePaul University, where she got a graduate degree in vocal performance. And so Kristen Lelm, she's a regular member of the Chicago Symphony Chorus, Chicago A Cappella. She's a former member of the Grant Park Chorus and also the Lakeside Singers, and she's made numerous appearances at Ravinia. How many people have been up to Ravinia before for a concert? Absolutely. And she's performed as a recitalist and soloist all over the United States. Here locally, she's been a part of the Peoria Bach Fest, the Sing It Yourself Messiah, of course with the Municipal Band, and even with our own Peoria Symphony Orchestra. She has performed in Denmark a couple times, on a couple Sousa concerts that we did over there. And for the last 3 years, she's been working hard on a project and performing with Grammy-nominated arranger and producer Paul Langford. And in April, her first solo album came out. So for some reason, she entitled it, I Feel a Song Coming On. I don't know where the title came from, but it's got a lot of American standards in it, everything from what you're about to hear, plus Over the Rainbow and things like that. We're always excited when she comes home to sing with us, so please welcome Kristen Lelm. Kristen.
Thank you. It's a joy to be back. Just like Dr. Roman said, I did release my very first solo album, which is very exciting. Since I've been singing with the Peoria Municipal Band, the song I Feel a Song Coming On has kind of always been my signature. I have sung it from now since the first year I started singing with the Muni Band. So I only thought it was appropriate to title it that. By the way, I do have CDs tonight if anyone wants one. It's just in the back. There's my friend Camille. Wave Camille. There's a little table back there. My husband is chilling back there as well. So let's get on with it. The first piece was written in 1926 by Irving Berlin, and it was actually an addition onto a musical by Rodgers and Hart called Betsy. An American singer and actress called Belle Baker, she was the lead role. She was cast, and they did a 39-performance run of it. And this last-minute addition, this last song, she ended up having a demand from the audience as like a 20-plus encore of this specific song. I think if you guys like it enough, we might have time to do a... No, that he's not into it. Okay. So, anyways, there have been multiple artists who have recorded or performed this, like Ben Salvin, Al Jolson, which I found out is Lithuanian. I'm Lithuanian. That's not significant to anything, but I thought that was cool. Bing Crosby, Benny Goodman, Count Basie, and Ella Fitzgerald. So I think maybe most of us are familiar with the Ella Fitzgerald version. But this is Blue Skies, and she crossed genred over during this song and did a little bit of her own jazz, distinctive jazz, I don't know the word. Anyways, so she put her own little bits into it, and it became a big hit, and she actually put it on her album in 1959 of Get Happy. So something that's very special to me about this piece is, one, it is on my album, and Paul Langford, who is one of my very good friends and music duo partner, he actually arranged it for big band on my album. I mentioned to him that I would love to sing it with Muni Band, so then he did a new arrangement for concert band. Thank you so much. You're the best. So I hope that you guys enjoy it. There's a little bit of scatting going on, so hopefully you guys enjoy it.
smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song. Nothing but bluebirds all day long. I never saw the sun shining so bright. Never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by. When you're in love, my how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone. Nothing but blue skies from now on. Hey, don't do that, don't do today, I'm do today, bum do dum do do don't do day, bum boo dee bum de day, do de do da do dum da da, ba do 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 ya da, don't do 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 ya da, bum da ya da ya do ya da ya da, he do 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 ya do you don't do you do do down, da do da ya do dum do do ya dum do do ya dum do 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 do. Blue skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song. Nothing but bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright. Never saw things going oh so right. Noticing the days hurrying by. When you're in love, oh, they fly. Blue days, all of them gone. Nothing but blue skies from now on. Ba-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Encore? No? I'm kidding. This next piece was written by the Gershwin brothers in 1930 for the musical Girl Crazy. I'm coming back to Ella Fitzgerald again, where she got a Grammy Award in 1960 for Best Female Vocal Performance on this song. So here is But Not For Me.
They're writing songs of love, but not for me. A lucky stars above, but not for me. With love to lead the way, I've seen more clouds of gray than any Russian play could guarantee. I was a fool to fall and get that way. Hi-ho, alas, and also lack a day. Although I can't dismiss the memory of his kiss, I guess he's not for me. a day. Although I can't dismiss the memory of his kiss, I guess he's not for me.
Thank you, Kristen. I don't know if she mentioned she's got an album for sale. This next work is a march, and it's by the great Carl King. That's who wrote it, and it's entitled Alamo March. And yes, it was inspired by the Republic of Texas, waging their war against Mexico for independence back in 1836. And it was a 13-day siege. We all know the story that goes with that. 200, some mostly civilian Texans up against some 6,000 troops of the Mexican army. But in 1916, for some reason, Henry Fillmore was really taken by the story, and he wrote this march to note that day in history. So this is the Alamo March. Well, now it's going to be time to feature our train impersonators. This is a piece that Arthur Pryor wrote. Arthur Pryor was 1870 to 1942, and he was considered to be the world's greatest trombone virtuoso. And he became a soloist with the Sousa Band during the 1890s, and his fame continued to grow. He even was the assistant conductor of the Sousa Band. And his own concert band that he went on to start was really a fixture at venues such as Asbury Park out in New Jersey and Willow Grove Park near Philadelphia. As a composer, we kind of remember him for The Whistler and His Dog, which we just played a couple weeks ago, but he also composed many fine marches and intermezzos and rags, including this piece that we have tonight, Razaza Mazaza, something like that. He wrote this as a trombone solo, but we're going to present it as a trombone trio. All three of these folks graduated from Bradley University. It was arranged by Byron B. McCullough, and BB, as his friends called him, is principally known for spending 37 years as the principal trombonist with the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra. He was also a composer, a teacher, wit, writer, sailor, cook. He did all sorts of other things. Just a really interesting gentleman. But he thought it should be able to be played by a soloist or a duet or as a trio, as we will tonight. So our people I want you to recognize, there's Max Nelson over there. Wave, Max. Good job. Way to go, Max. Michael Archer is right here, and Mr. Carl Anderson right there. And this is Arthur Pryor's Razaza Mazaza. Timing is everything. You hear that? Just want to make sure. We're going to go ahead and start this next piece, and we'll see where that goes. Give the trombone section another round of applause. We call them the three Bradley grads. So this next piece is really in remembrance of James Byron Dean. You know, he made 3 movies in like 16 months and then was tragically killed in an automobile accident. And only the first movie had been released. And so he instantly became a big hero out in Hollywood and around the country. And it's interesting because even the following year after his death, people sent more letters to James Dean, who was gone to Hollywood, than to any of all the living actors that were out there making films. So it had quite an impact upon people back in 1955 when that all took place. The inspiration for this piece then comes from James Dean and his life. And evidently there at the Griffith Park Observatory in LA, there's a bust of James Dean that is there. And so he used, when you translate the Greek letters, it says, as summer was just beginning. And that's something that we have. So you know what you have to do out there so that they keep going. Everybody enjoy the train. That's just an engine. I thought we were going to see a train. We didn't see a train. That was just an engine. Somehow our signals got mixed up. Griffith Park Observatory, there's Greek letters. It says, as summer was just beginning. So that was the sentiment that composer Larry Dane wanted to capture in this piece. This is a song for James Dean, as summer was just beginning. I've never done that one with train accompaniment before. Turned out to be okay, however. This next work is a collection of tunes. You're going to hear Mambo Number 5, a Lou Bega hit from a gentleman that was actually, he was born in Germany back in 1975, and then this trip that he took to Miami really got him interested in the Mambo Kings that were so famous during the 1930s and 40s. And so that's why he ended up writing Mambo Number 5. Also, I Need to Know, that's the second song. That's a Mark Anthony song, and he was somebody that was taught by his father as he was growing up. He heard many great Latin musicians. And next would be a Jennifer Lopez hit, If You Had My Love. And finally, a little bit of Santana was written by a gentleman named Rob Thomas, and it's called Smooth. This arrangement is correctly called for this evening Hot Latin. Want to remind you about our schedule. So Sunday night, as many of you already know, Glen Oak Park Amphitheater, 7 p.m. Next Wednesday, right back here at 7 p.m. And then that following Sunday, August 14th, the final concert of the season, okay, at Glen Oak Park. So just 3 more performances left. So if you have friends or enemies that have not heard the band yet this summer, talk to them and invite them to come on out to one of our concerts. It's been a good time working with Kristen Lelm, and I don't know if she mentioned to you or not, but she's got an album for sale. Please welcome back Kristen Lelm.
Hot Latin indeed. I was a cha-cha, mamboing, salsaing in my chair over there. I think we should make that a vocal thing. I could probably do some J-Lo pretty well. My next piece is written again by the Gershwin brothers. It was written in 1937, and Fred Astaire actually introduced it in the film Shall We Dance? And it became very popular. Again, many artists, they did their own renditions, but I always come back to my favorite, which is Miss Ella Fitzgerald. This is They Can't Take That Away From Me.
The way you wear your hair, the way you sip your tea, the memory of all that. No, they can't take that away from me. The way your smile just beams, the way you sing off key, the way you haunt my dreams. No, they can't take that away from me. We may never meet again on the bumpy road to love. Still, I'll always keep the memory of the way you hold your knife, the way we danced till 3, the way you changed my life. No, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away from me. We may never meet again on the bumpy road to love. Still, I'll always keep the memory of the way you hold your knife, the way we danced till 3, the way you changed my life. No, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away. They can't take that away. They can't take that away from me.
It's always a pleasure to come back down to Peoria and sing with the famous Peoria Municipal Band. I want to thank you guys again for being so amazing. Again, I don't need to talk about my CD anymore, but it's back there. And I'm going to finish off with my signature song. Please, if you've heard it the past 18 times that I've sung it, then please join in. I would love for you to be a part of this with me. Thank you.
Victoria's happy, glorious new strain. I hear the song coming on. It's a melody full of the laughter of children out after the rain. You'll hear a tuneful story ringing through ya, love and glory, hallelujah. And now that my troubles are gone, let those heavenly drums go drumming, 'cause I feel a song coming on. Tuneful story ringing through ya, love and glory, hallelujah. And now that my troubles are gone, let those heavenly drums go drumming, 'cause I feel a song coming
Kristen will be with us on Sunday night. You can come hear her sing again. Maybe even just show up and buy a CD. I don't know. Please welcome back to the microphone, Mr. Lee Wenger.
Thank you, friends. And just a note, my whole family is here tonight, especially the son, daughter-in-law, and 2 granddaughters from St. Louis. So Matthew, Mary, Lucia, and Marcy, glad to have you with us. Yeah, okay, and Christopher, and Caitlin, and Tim, and first grandson, Vincent. Welcome, glad you're up there. No applause, that's right. As mentioned, we had 3 winners tonight. We're going to draw 3 names now, except I lied, because we're going to have 4 winners tonight. One of them is not a gift certificate. One of them is going to get Kristen Bell Lelm's CD. So, would you be so kind to hold that so I don't drop it? You file it. First, for a gift certificates to Avantis. And there they are. And Denise, if you will draw. Thank you very much. $15 gift certificate to Avantis goes to Marilyn Boyle. Marilyn, where are you? Inside, outside, upside down? Right over there. All right. Careful. All right. Oh, I don't draw. What am I doing? Denise, once again. This is another $15 gift certificate to Avantis. And thanks to Avantis for giving us all these. The winner of this is Mike Murphy. Mike, or someone who put his name in. Oh, other Mike Murphy. Stand there. One moment. God knows I wouldn't want to drag this out. All right. There's that. It's right here in my hand. All right, Denise. This now is a drawing for gift certificates from Famous Dave's or Alexander's from Mercedes Restaurants. Mary Minster. Mary, oh, I know she's outside there. Mary Minster. All right, I'll bring it back to you. And last but not least, for the CD. Thank you very much. Nice hand for the flute section. Boy, I hope I'm getting this right. Chuck Landis. Chuck Landis. Oh. He's back there? Okay. Thank you very much for your patience, everyone. Remember, we'll do this Wednesday, and we'll do it again next Sunday. Thank you very much. And thank you, Kristen, for the CD. Thank you, Denise, for drawing.
This next selection demands audience participation, so we're going to practice. Repeat after me. Chew. Good job. Well, we certainly all summer long, and especially this evening since it was a little bit warm, appreciate your attendance at these concerts. So thanks for coming out tonight. Sunday night, 7 o'clock, Glen Oak Park Amphitheater. Next Wednesday, right back here again. And then the following Sunday, which would be August the 14th, I think, then we will be at Glen Oak Park, last concert of the season, just 3 more to go. Several people we want to thank tonight. We want to thank, of course, our vocalist this evening, Kristen Lohm. Give her a big round of applause. I don't know if she mentioned she's got a CD for sale. We also want to thank the Peoria Municipal Band Commissioners for all the work they do gathering those gift certificates and giveaways. Thank Mr. Todd Pelon for making us sound good and helping with setup. And then Pat and his entire staff down here at Kelleher's for all the extra work it takes for these on-street performances. We also want to thank our trombone trio, all Bradley graduate trombone trios. They'll be with us again on Sunday evening as well. And, of course, behind the scenes, there's a number of people that do things that keep this going. And Kristen Sheets is our band librarian. Laurel Filson Etzel is our assistant conductor. And George Graves Jr. is our band manager. Liz Driscoll does publicity. And Frank, who's back from vacation, does everything else. And I don't know if I mentioned the other day, last Friday, if you weren't with us, it was Nancy Boer's birthday. So give her a big round of applause. Nancy, stand up. Nancy surrendered. Okay. We do appreciate your support. That's what makes these things a lot of fun, so thanks for coming out tonight. We close as we always do, giving you a few moments to reflect on what a great country it is in which we live. This is America the Beautiful.